Hey, what's going on, man? It's Jason Capital here. I'm just chilling in the, well, it used to be a hot tub. Now it's a cold tub at the Capitol compound though. And this is gonna be a 2-minute video because I wanna share with you a lesson from my book, Higher Status. And the reason I wanna share is because I was just reminded of it, and it's so important and it is so relevant to a huge issue that guys have with women. So let's talk about it right now. I tell about a story in the chapter on high status rapport control in my book about a buddy of mine who years ago, I remember him telling me the story and he was just crushed by it. You might not think that he should have gotten crushed by it, but it hit him in a deep way. What happened was he had this girl he had his sights set on for months. She was the most beautiful girl. She was the coolest girl. He wanted her. And he just was friends with her and finally she agreed to go on a date with him. And they had a great first date, he said. We talked about amazing things. We connected on a deep level. I asked all kinds of questions. We shared all kinds of stories. It was great. There was laughing. It was fun. Cool, man. So what happened next? So we went on a second date a few days later. And he goes, at the end of the second date, it was the same thing. Great date, great laughter, great stories. We connected. I had a lot of rapport with her. And then at the end of the night, I go to kiss her, and she pulled back and rejected him. And he kind of like looked at it funny because he did not expect this to happen. And she's kind of looked at him with this weird look, like, the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Right? One of those. And he was like, what's the problem? She's like, well, I like you, but just as a friend, right? I thought you knew that. And he was crushed, beaten down. So he comes back and he's talking to me. He's telling me all this. Here's the problem, okay? This is what I told him. A lot of guys think building rapport is about being really good to people, having good, like just doing favors for people, being nice with them, being kind with them, sharing good stories with them. Maybe you share childhood stories together because you guys have that like deep rapport. That's what some people are taught out there. Here's the problem with this. Being really friendly and cool in general, okay, with women, building rapport in this way does not make them like you. It makes them use you. Right? Instead of becoming a dominant male, you become a doormat for them to walk all over. All right? If you're already super high status, here's the mind fuck of it all. Then being friendly and cool is already the best way to really build a relationship or just some fun with any woman you want, right? Because women are just attracted to men of higher status. It is kind of one of those rules of the universe. Well, the reason being because rapport, all it means, I'm gonna clear up this definition for you. All rapport is a relationship of responsiveness. That's it, it's just a relationship of responsiveness. Meaning, when two people are together, one person asks them to do something, tells them to do something, the other person responds. One person says something to the other person always responds with equivalent or more reciprocal feedback. There is a relationship of responsiveness going on in that relationship. That's all it means. And when you're high status, when people see you as like super high status, they are already in a relationship of responsiveness with you. They want to respond to you because you are higher status. So you don't need to do all this other stuff to build rapport. Because really you're not building rapport, you're building a relationship of responsiveness. High status already gets that for you. But if you're not quite there yet, don't do what my buddy was doing. Right? Don't just be agreeable because it's nice and it's friendly and we have good emotions between us. Right? That's such a scary idea out there. You want to be the source of good emotions because a lot of guys think that means you can never disagree with someone. You can never have conflict with someone. You always you have to be the source of good emotions. And it's false. Right? You want to create true investment with women and true attraction on a deep level. It's not being the source of good emotions, it's being the source of strong emotions. I'm not judging the emotions. I'm not saying some are good. I'm not saying some are bad. I'm saying it's just strong emotions, not light ones that you barely feel. I mean deep cutting, whether it's good or bad, emotions, things that you feel on a deep level, right there in your gut. That's what creates that investment, that connection, that relationship of responsiveness. And when a high status guy is talking to a girl, she's already feeling deep emotions because he brings so much impact to the table. So he doesn't need to do all the little tricks, right? He's already got it. All the work's already been done for him because of who he is and how he's worked on himself and built himself up before the interaction even happened. All right, so I thought I was gonna go 2 minutes, I actually went 4.5. Hope you got some value out of that. If you don't have my book yet, I think by now that you should probably go ahead and order it. You can just click the link below. It'll take you to my webpage and you can get this book for free. We'll ship it out to you today, but you do have to help me out with shipping and handling. Right, so I think it's $7.95 for shipping and handling. But click the link, get your free book. And if you already have a copy, then maybe you want to drop a line in the comments and let the people know who haven't read theirs yet. All the treasures that they are currently missing out on. Either way, I am Jason Capito. Have a wonderful day. Dominate that path. Peace.